All right, welcome everybody. I am so excited to see people here today. Just me for the moment, but that's okay. It'll change. I hope people start kind of pouring in. We'll leave a little message for them. So, welcome. Ooh, and it pops up right there. That's neat. I've always enjoyed that. Okay, so it looks like everything's running fine. Everything's kind of getting good there. Pull in here. We are going to be back into some LA Noire today, but first of all, happy Pi Day, everybody, which is very exciting. It is March 14th. We're going to date this. And that's very exciting because it is Pi Day, and so go eat some pie or some cake shaped like a pie. Or count as far as you can. I think I heard on the radio today that in celebration of Pi Day, some mathematicians calculated pi to like the 25th trillion like place or something like that. Like, so that's pretty neat. But whatever your ways of celebrating, happy Pi Day, guys. I hope you're having a great and wonderful Pi Day so far. We're gonna go ahead and switch over here. Pretty excited. We finished our traffic duties last time. That is correct, David. Welcome. It will soon be a very fun number for Pi Day. But I think it's just important to celebrate Pi Day no matter what we're doing. So happy Pi Day, everyone. We are going to celebrate by catching some bad guys. Hopefully in some mathematical ways. Forgot to turn my fan on, so there we go. 6 months later. Ooh. So I will say, this game gets kind of rough from here on out, so if you have a delicate constitution, watch out. But I'm very excited. This does not look friendly. I think we saw this last time. It's kind of like a... Oof. Whoa. Oh my god, the blood's spurting up. That's rough.
All right, gentlemen.
Oh, and I get to meet Irish Captain again.
Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge.
The steely edge.
The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk.
So I did 6 months in burglary.
Take a cheer.
Low gravity. It did kind of look like low gravity blood. Like the blood was just kind of flying out.
Rusty Galloway, a fine
I wonder how
lineman
hard you have to
with
hit someone for that to actually happen.
wing.
It sounds like a really disturbing Mythbusters question,
Your
doesn't
first
it?
case is the murder of a woman found last night in Bearing
Like,
Park
how
with
hard do you have to
signs
hit
of the
someone
werewolf.
for their blood to
out
shoot
to the
up in a
scene, lads.
fountain around you? I also guess it determines, like, it matters whether or not you hit the aorta and stuff like that. And all right, look at my fancy new blue suit. Ooh. Also, a friend of mine who subscribed to my Twitch. Thank you so
Do you have
much.
the
I'm happy to
address?
have you.
Been all over
She was telling me yesterday, she sent me a message
Off
that
Maple Street.
this guy here who played Cole was in Mad Men.
The cop from the newspaper.
And I don't recognize that because I've never watched Mad Men. It's on my list. It's been on my list for, like, ever. But she said that's where she recognizes him. And a lot of these guys are real actors. You can recognize them from places.
In a year. What's he waiting for?
And, ooh, new car. And, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, and so, like, apparently a bunch of these guys have been on Mad Men, and so that's kind of neat. Yeah, look at that. That's how you do that. But let's go. Let's bust some crime. I've been thinking about this game a lot in our day off.
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Goon. So they're both clearing the deck.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves
Both
me
those guys-
saddled with a chump like you, Phelps.
Ooh.
I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
How does he
Down.
blow that up?
The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Any closer to catching him?
Not a
What the hell? There's an Amber Alert just went off, and it scared the crap out of me because I thought it was in the game.
6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. It'll be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
So if you don't know, the werewolf is actually like a famous murderer, serial killer. It's the guy who they called the killer of the Black Dahlia, which is a real case from the 1940s. That kind of went unsolved. They never found out who killed the Black Dahlia. And I think this game like kind of plays off that with this idea of like here's who could have maybe actually done it. Oh my god, they drive so slowly. Woo!
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, detective.
Okay, let's get our crime hats on.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister?
Yeah.
Showing some respect for this poor woman. Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
I don't like how they keep referring to these murdered women as murdered humps. Like, that's super not cool, even for the time period. Oh, yep, told you that was a thing. So, alright, let's go looking for some.
Trollman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known
So
locally
kids
as
come
the
up here to make
Moors.
out,
You were first on the scene?
or I guess
Yes,
murder
Detective.
people.
No one's disturbed the body.
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
God, look at the blood got all the way over here. Alright, we'll save the body for last. I kind of like doing that. Let's see. What's this? Was this the brush used to beat her to death? No.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Huh. Very interesting. That's it? Like, sometimes in this game I think that's weird that he wouldn't look through any of the other stuff in her purse. He's just like, lipstick. None of this other things are important.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or
What
parlor
is
game.
this thing? Oh. Oh, well, I don't know which. I was matching it up with the top because it was already matched. Oh, the top spins. There. Oh,
The Bomba Club.
that
Why steal a table lighter?
is really intricate for a stupid lighter. And there's a C back here. There we go.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Size
Men's
8.
size 8s. Tinker lifted
That's
a
little.
clearance for me to compare back at the lab.
That's a small shoe. I wear an 11. Okay, let's look at I don't see any other little markers. No. No, those little like yellow flags on the rope are throwing me off because I keep thinking they're little like marker tent things. I don't see anymore. Oh man, I gotta look at this thing.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts
What caused the blunt force injury
Yeah.
to the face?
Oh my god, her head's like
could be
smashed
anything
in.
from a
Ugh.
baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Ugh. Okay. Arm.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Ugh. I really hope I don't get like flagged for this. Nope.
Interesting.
Yep. Fuck you, BD. I'm assuming Black Dahlia? I don't know.
What's the writing on the victim?
Oh man, stop
BD,
showing it.
Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
It's possible.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
What? You're just like, I'm thirsty. I don't like this new partner so far. He's kind of an asshole. Race, you there, Rusty? No. Okay. All right. Came from this way, so let's just go out this way. We're heading to La Bamba. And we're just not gonna talk. I don't like silence. I would not be a good partner.
Keep on straight. The werewolf? For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
Yeah, you'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. Caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks. Up ahead, you turn left.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely?
I like that
Werewolf
confidence.
comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse.
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, fellas. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. If there's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't. Understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We'll find it.
So I don't know, man. Like, what would cause a guy to just like disappear and then come back like that? You know. Then again, that's something people have been asking for a long time. Like, how do you try to understand people who are broken and feel the need to do awful crap like this?
Take the next left. Take the next right.
You guys are slow.
You don't need to turn here.
Okay. Okay. God, this is like far away. So I guess that begs the mystery of like, why did that lighter show up all the way over there?
Keep on straight. It's left at the next intersection.
There you go. The Bamba Club.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do
So he
you know
knows her.
anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away,
Sam has
Phelps.
taken me
I'll
to
stay
pump.
here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Oh. So I don't know anything about alcohol, but I think rye whiskey's pretty intense.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a
Oh.
lovely woman.
It's kind of sad he's having to make that, like, you know, was thing. Pizza. Alright. 52. It doesn't look it. Alright.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
There we go.
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Yeah, that sounds pretty straight on.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Like how he hands it to me. He couldn't just say, like, it's this.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh. Oh, hey. Yay, me. I got an achievable. Hooray. Alright, what about the ring
Mrs.
ripped
Henry
off her finger?
appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Nah, he seems a little shifty to me.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago.
Uh-huh.
Carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have.
And now she comes to
All
spend
they
all her
ever do
nights here
about
with you. I'm betting he knew more than you think. What do you know about this guy you'd love to cuck? Is
You
it
know
still a
the
word people
husband?
use?
Sure, I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
No.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her.
No.
How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya?
Will ya?
I tried to get on to Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God
Hey.
knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Oh, you're not sending her home no mo.
What? Treats me nice.
Oh man, I can't imagine what it would be like
I got a call back for that universal.
for someone to like come up and talk to you.
Let's get out of here.
Like, hey, your friend is dead.
What's the hurry? My stool was just starting
know?
to warm up nicely.
My eggs running.
It would take a smarter man than me to
Why did it
connect
give me
that.
a chance to look at it? That's so weird. I thought I was using the. I was trying to use the one on the white one on the
Operator,
bar.
message for KGPL.
That's funny.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks.
Clang. Oh man, I went bowling yesterday with some of my kiddos, and my arm is like killing me. I'm an old fart. I can get worn out and tired from bowling 2 games. Alright, let's go to Henry's. Or not Henry's, the Henry's. Alright.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling
His
over,
medicine.
Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God,
Wow.
brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Any Central Unit, Car 16 Allen reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Take the next left.
Okay.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
Yep. What? That is so annoying that they're programmed to run back towards your car. Very annoying. This murder has me going all over the friggin' place. Let's see here. Whee! I have no idea where I'm
Making a
going.
right at the next intersection.
Thank you, Rusty, you bag of crap. I can't imagine what it's like. Like, it's so hard to try and understand where he's coming from, because, yeah, I'm sure you get jaded after working these kind of cases and this kind of job for so long, but, like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Up ahead, you turn left.
Like, to just think your job is to drink and not solve murders. You're a homicide detective. Like, it's a weird looking little house.
I'll try the back
It's like a
door.
barn
Wait here
almost.
a second.
Good initiative, Rusty. Ooh. He is ready to kill. All right, let's go.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Great. Newspaper. Let's watch this newspaper, shall we? Family burnt to death. See, the death seems suspicious, cops say.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
What the hell's wrong with you? Hey. What is it?
Not much help.
Yeah, great.
Don't think this is
Some
anything.
kind of key. He says it's not important. How many tables do we need in here?
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Guess some fat-footed woman lives here. Like, it's a weird thing to say.
I doubt it.
Looks like a bull to me. Oh yeah, the tequila we see everywhere. So Someone smashed that
Burglar
window.
used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
$30 suit. If you sober up, you can find me at a
Celine
part
and Jacob
2.
are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on.
That's true.
One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in
Jesus
burglary and get
Christ.
technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Yeah, of course. God forbid we do our jobs while you can't drink, you piece of shit.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspect at 459 at 142 North Union.
What is this?
I don't think this is going
Oh,
to
it's
help
a hair dryer, I guess. Like an old school one. No, apparently nothing important in here.
Tiffany, the rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Might.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Oh, that is like a very big ring. And she's flying. That's cool. I don't think that brush is going to be worth anything. Oh. Alright, so I just need to canvass the neighbors, it said? Oh. Hello, person. Can I talk to you, ma'am?
I knew it.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan.
Horgan!
I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out
That's
last
so
night?
sad.
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but...
But I spy on them all the time.
Celine had been drinking, and she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out, and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Alright. So now I guess we go track down the husband. He's at that other apartment. Get in the
See what
car,
Jacob
get
has to
drunk.
say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
National News.
You need to turn left at the next junction.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, so he probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off their backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
I think Rusty's a damn good suspect. Mister, you should beat your wife if she doesn't clean the house.
211 and shots fired.
Piece of garbage.
391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Okay, at the next corner, go right. I need you to take a left at the next corner.
Man, LA was really confusing back then.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
Okay. Shouldn't I just... It looks like... Okay, I'm just gonna follow Rusty. He's the expert.
You're making a right at the next intersection.
Okay. We're just going the long way. Rusty wants to take it slow. I'm cutting across. I ain't got time. I did not see that woman, and I'm so glad she got out of my way. I did not want to accidentally run a woman over.
Okay, Phelps, you go in hard. Follow my lead.
I got my gun out already? Freeze. 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 Huh.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD.
Who do you think we are?
You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh,
for
my God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's...
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Nothing significant.
He's probably buying that for his wife. In the trash? No.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
Oh. Does this really work like that?
He'll be back in.
The oldest problem.
Thanks for the
there is,
offer. I need you
what
to do
to
something
about
about
the
my
old
wife.
baby.
It's a tiny little bed. Is that a Murphy bed? I don't know. I don't think so. It's just in the stacked into the thing like that. That's weird. What size is he?
Size 11s.
The crime scene was 8. Oh, that's it? Really? There's like nothing back here? No, I guess not. The bat?
Probably nothing.
No blood or anything. Hello! It's so wonderful to see you. Welcome. I like your little wavy, like... That's cute. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Alright, jerk. Let's see here. Movements of victim. Last contact.
So who could have killed Celine?
Whoa.
Where did she go last night?
He's starting strong.
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Hey, what are you talking
You
about?
know where she went, Jacob.
Yeah.
You're lying. Why would I help
The
you
guy
if
said
you
he
keep
called
lying to
you.
me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Which one was it? He drew the dead body? That's... Yeah, see? He said, I called
she
the
went
guy
to the Bob's
repeatedly.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home.
Mm-hmm.
He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Yeah, you are. 45. Alright, when was the last time you talked to her?
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
That's about what the neighbor said.
You don't remember
Hey,
what
I
time
got it
you
right.
last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Alright, well, why would you want to kill her?
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will
Why
go better
did
if
you?
come clean
Tell
about
me
it.
why!
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Well, then why did I find a note
I don't
in your
believe you, Jacob.
kitchen that says,
I think you
do
didn't have the
something
guts to
about
do it
my
yourself,
wife?
so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Probably want a death threat now, yeah.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to
To
calm
like a
down,
sanatorium?
We can get this all down on
You're a
paper.
garbage butt
How you
man.
got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Whoa, now, see?
Okay.
Oh, I don't remember how to fight.
What's this bunk?
Oh. Oh, Jesus. Get away from me. Yeah. Holy crap. That dude kicked the shit out of me.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Can I hit him again? Like, just while he's, like, handcuffed? Can I, like, punch him in the dick or something? I don't know. Just seems like that'd be the easy
Operator,
thing to
give
do.
me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol
Oh,
unit
man,
to transport
you
a
just punched me in the
suspect back to
face. I need you to come get him.
Message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put
Oh,
through?
yes, I do.
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from
Holy
the fractured ribs and
crap.
multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Oh my god. Let's go get Mendez first.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So
Oh
that's
my
why
God.
you never sober up.
Exactly. You're taking the next left.
What?
His brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
Jesus
I
Christ,
imagine that
Rusty.
Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
God. He keeps saying she wouldn't have been murdered if he just hit her more to begin with.
Up ahead, you turn left.
Okay. Dear God. He said 16, right? Yeah, there he is.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Look about him.
It's actually this thing is telling me. We should probably.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Let's go to the police station first. And talk to this dude. I'm gonna let him drive me there. Trying to get my 5 stars, so I have like a small list of things that's like, make sure you do it in this order just so I don't screw up.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment, Cole Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob
He
Henry
scares the
is
crap out of me.
pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth 2 in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob, and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, folks. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big
Yeah.
jam here. You
Captain
lied
wants
me.
to send you up to river without evidence because he just wants this case closed. Let's do this. Give me some truth. Truth. Tell me about this.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
No, you weren't. You literally
You're
told
full of
us
shit,
that.
Jacob. The truth is, you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors.
Oh my God.
She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket.
Oh my God.
No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
But yeah, but you stopped answering.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up.
Yeah.
He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams.
Now is not the time.
Leader, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird. But she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. That's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
This got real, like, very quick. Lipstick.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, seems pretty genuine to me. You're Rusty in the background there.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses.
So, good ones.
And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave.
Fair enough.
That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
No, but that lady
You're
told
lying.
me that you guys, like,
It was
yeah,
falling apart.
you hit
Things
her.
got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Where's the... Is this lady? Yeah. Testifies to victim sporting a black eye after fight with husband.
Jenny
You
Horgan
smacked the
says
hell out
you
of her.
blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her. All right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? Took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
You're at work? I'm trying to get him. I am trying to get him. But you are at work. Well, thank you for watching me even though you're at work. I appreciate you just hanging out. That's very nice of you. It's wonderful to have people. I hope your workday is going really well. And you're enjoying it. Alright, tell me about the missing
Why did
ring.
you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
Actually, that's a damn good point. That's a pretty damn good point.
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that.
Hmm?
I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. In that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
You mean doing our damn job and following evidence? Not just finding some guy who kind of fits and putting the books to him so we can go home and drink?
We can still pull down a conviction.
Like
for
you and
escape
Rusty
if we
want?
chase down this Mendez guy.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Yeah, I've already been there.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Just get me back there. I'll drive next time. Just get me back there. I do not like Rusty, and I do not like our captain anymore. Irish captain's a big jerkhole. Alright, so we saw that 16 going up. Where's 16? 4th floor.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Is this how police work really worked in the 40s? Let's find a guy and just stack the evidence to make it fit because you wanted to go home?
Don't bother
15.
knocking, just kick the door in.
Alright, do it. Ah!
Take a look around and see what you can find.
Where are you, you D-bag? That's not a newspaper I can pick up. That's not a thing I can pick up. I knew it. He's got eggs. What a monster.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
I can't even open it. It just says tea and then coffee. So he drank tea and coffee and ate eggs. We've got our man, Rusty. And he also went to Kavanaugh's.
Circumstantial.
Those are some damning eggs, right? Only a monster would eat those kind of eggs. Now I want some eggs. Oh!
Not everything here is going to be real.
He finds the gun, he's like, nope. Not a problem. What's this? Shoes. Size 8!
Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
And then a box of bloody shit.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
Like, is it always this easy? Yeah, I do like how like he picks up the gun and he's like, I think this is a shooty gunna-rooty. Like, let's look at the... Yep, that's blood.
And the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Great. He'll stop hating me for not accusing innocent people. Oh, God damn it.
That son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there!
Get back here. Just once, I'd love for him to yell, stop, and the guy just goes, oh okay. Ugh. Why do they always run? Where'd he go?
You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Oh my God. And every cop must be a master of parkour.
Get in and drive.
Thanks. Oh, this is hard. I am not a very good driver in this. Whoa.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
All right.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I'm trying.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Jesus Christ. That got intense. His car flipped and it caught fire. Oh my god.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You don't have to. We caught you. Murder weapon and all.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself.
And now he's all happy with me. He got all disappointed I didn't just smack the husband around until he confessed to a crime he didn't commit.
Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which
And now he's helping himself to the murderer's booze.
And the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
You're an ass. I don't like this guy anymore. And he didn't even give me a drink. The two drunks have it all. It's to you, Cole. Refreshing water. Yep. Sounds about right.
This pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Oh, he's just sitting there hanging out. The golden butterfly. Oh, I've seen movies. This is not going to go well for this lady. Jesus! I mean, just...
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
Yeah, sorry, dick.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street.
God.
Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face.
And then you guys just, second rule is get drunk and ignore all the evidence, right, Rusty?
It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Hey, Rusty, can we stop for ice cream afterwards? Rusty, can we stop for... Hello?
This is 1947.
Is that a no on the ice cream, or...
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, butthole.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right.
Uh-oh.
See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps.
Not gonna go well for me.
Might get along after all.
Oh, of course it's...
Attaboy, up there you go right now.
Right?
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
Oh.
You're making a right at the next intersection.
Wait, what? Where am I going? Okay. Going around this way.
Don't turn here.
Don't turn here. That's the mistake I made. Out of my way.
Attaboy, up there you go right.
Attaboy. Oh, this is like a street.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex fiend
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendez.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for
So
that
you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the
Be
greatest
sensible.
police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that?
Pretty well, I assume.
We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Ooh, don't
Run
make
along,
him
boys, and
mad.
let these officers get to work. We have
He'll
God's
say it
work
was
to
you
do
and then
here
just
at
gas
Henry
chamber you.
Parade.
He just admitted to it.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Okay. Where's Carruthers?
Detective, I was first on scene.
All these
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
I know pepper grew on trees.
So what's going
That's-
on over there?
Does that mean like a pepper tree, like salt and pepper? Learn something new every day, I guess. If that's the case. There's Pinker.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Great. That's what I love hearing.
Here she is.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad he
Rusty's
wouldn't
such
put
a
out.
piece
You
of
a suspect,
garbage.
Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Oh my goodness.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
I'm still going, right? Yeah, I'm still going. Okay, let's do the body. We're standing right here. He just squats over it.
Look at your mark. It's very...
Distinctive.
Yeah.
I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
What's this mark?
It's another ring.
Cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
There's shoe marks all over this poor woman.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Huh. So there's, like all her jewelry was taken.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Why do people copycat crimes?
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Let's look at her bag.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run
Say
Deirdre Muller by
PTA?
eye?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery,
Yeah, all her.
why not take the money?
So they stole the jewelry, but left all the money and stuff in her purse. That's really weird. And there's one over here.
RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
You and the captain.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Okay, well, thanks, Rodriguez. We will go and, nope, can't walk over this one. No, I can. Oh, Rusty's just already walking to the car. Like, I didn't just find the last clue.
Big, right?
Let's go to the Mullers.
Take the next left. There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle. Just ignore this turn.
Okay.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? No, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine.
Yeah.
You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
3 divorces and the problem is all of them, Rusty.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Then don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 is shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3, identify.
It's left at the next intersection. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's the totally normal thing to do, is swerve into the path of an oncoming car. I don't have time. Justice is on the way.
Attaboy, up there you go right now. Up ahead, you turn left. It's left at the next intersection.
Okay.
Go right through here.
See, it says go right through here. Like,
okay, so go left at the next one.
that's a long drive.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? look around.
Rusty's just gonna sit there and smoke and stare at the kid.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
It's a nice violin. I assume this is the girls'
Martin
room?
will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Doesn't look like anything.
I can't go through her diary. Like, dear diary, Daddy murdered Mommy. I guess we're done. Shoes. Size 8.
Work boots. Size 8s.
I assume that's also size 8. No, I'm gonna look at it just because I don't want to miss something. Yep. What's this?
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Hmm. And the ring? And the ring.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Oh, really? That's it already? Okay. Let's talk, lady.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
How does any cop do that?
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
15 years old. Same as that girl that was attacked by that movie dude.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. Kind of a makeup present.
Oh, great.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered.
Hmm.
He came straight away then.
So there was a while where he wasn't answering.
Your
Tell me
mom
about
and
your
dad
mom and
are
dad.
happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again.
Yeah.
He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
I know that actor.
Go to your room, young lady.
You see him in a lot of stuff, but I remember it most from Heroes.
You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Yeah, he's the police officer in Heroes that can read minds.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Bull crap.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
We found your 8s.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
How much experience do you have with guys' feet and penises, Rusty? Okay, anyway.
You phoned in a missing
Yeah, you
persons
called in
report
this morning.
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
No, I heard that she called you several times.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
That's not the
No.
frame I took that, but okay.
What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Tell me about your alibi.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Yeah, your daughter told us you weren't.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Of course I was here. How dare you call me a liar? Your daughter said you weren't here. Okay, fine, I wasn't. So what?
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Yeah, well, your daughter said you bought this for her when you smacked the shit out of her.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy.
Yeah, how dare she be a human being with
Do I look like a
feelings and needs
Rockefeller?
and desires and wants?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Duh! Almost got run over.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night.
What kind of
I heard
row?
Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
What are you doing?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case. There he is, officer.
Ah! Hey. Size 8's covered in blood. Does not look good for you, you dick.
I can explain the blood.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't. No one's home, and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield, and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Yeah. Alright, let's use the game well. I know, right? He couldn't, like... Like, he's like, oh, the cops are still out there. Better burn all this stuff while they're standing there. Like...
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, detective.
Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Belmont High.
I do not understand.
75 West 2nd Street.
Yeah, like, he literally could have waited for us to drive off and just done it completely unhindered. Or, like, burn it inside.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Okay.
Got it, KGPL.
Let's go to Belmont High School.
KTI, Los Angeles. A cigarette made by Bullseye smokes better than other leading brands. Satisfies the most.
I need you to take a left at the next corner.
It's the tobacco that matters. Independent tobacco experts know the people of Bullseye only select the freshest, most succulent cigarette tobacco. Fresh, clean.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, fellas.
Always.
9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor.
Yeah.
The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
We're so close, I don't want to, like, ruin it by getting here too fast. It's a nice high school.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
What is that guy
Busy where?
doing?
You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Get over here, you dirty pervert. Get over here. What the hell is this guy doing? Just creeping around. Just wanted to jump that for fun. Why are the perverts so fast? Because they're good at running away. Oh, but he lost his steam, eh? I'm gonna get you!
Car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Yeah, he wasn't at all shady. Just like crouching behind a car, looking at the girls like, nah. The only worst is if he could have been like... Okay, there's a car. Like he would have been wearing a trench coat and like he would have been naked under it or something.
Who's asking?
I'm asking.
We can do this the easy way, or the hard way?
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you low-key motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Oh.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Oh, he's so
Why would I do
gross.
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Yeah. Oh.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble.
Yeah.
Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
That
I'll
is
tell them we got a kitty raper.
disgusting.
They can roll out the red carpet.
Oh. Get in there, you dirty, filthy pervert. I know, right? Like, ugh. Like, I feel like I need to. I feel I need to clean myself just from talking to that guy.
After school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
I can see
Eli
that.
Rooney. We've met him.
Oh, and
Filthy
like,
son of a bitch.
how confident
Didn't
he
see him
was
yesterday
about it
before
was the
the
gross
dance.
part.
And
Like,
you saw park the car.
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
oh, how handy.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
A tire iron.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Why would Eli have those? Or is this Muller's car? I don't. What the hell is going on here? Is it the pervert or the husband? Could I please run faster than this? Thank you. Oh, I want to throw them both in jail.
Cole Phelps,
Can I
badge
do that?
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, where are we going? What are my options?
I say we make Rooney for this. I
go to
think
the
we should
morgue.
lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Muller. We caught him trying to destroy
Yeah, I do
evidence
need
in
to
his
arrest
backyard.
everybody
That
button,
was
just
his
like-
car with the bloody tools in it.
Just like an
I never
option
said it
that's just
wasn't Muller.
everyone
He
is
probably
guilty.
killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
You really want to run that risk?
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and all.
Like, I get what he's saying, but we can't charge the pervert with murder if he didn't do the murder. Let's charge him with being a filthy, disgusting pervert, and then catch the murderer. Whose car? Like, I guess that's a Muller's car, right? Like,
Straight on.
I'm still straight. Whee!
Up ahead, you turn left.
Okay. do need to arrest everybody, but I'm thinking about that. Like, there needs to be an option of just like everyone is guilty. Oh! Driving like a Houston driver. There's the morgue. Night entrance? Okay.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct.
Okay.
Take a look at the samples on the bench.
No. Those don't. That one looks too fine, but this one, it looks like there's like big like lines in her neck. It would have to be this bottom one, right?
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Okay.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my
Either one's
experience,
bad.
sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
The shoe prints?
Size 8s. Very similar to the impressions from the Henry case.
Now, who do we remember got caught in bloody size 8s? I think we have our bird.
We've got to nail this guy.
Okay, if you're finished jawing, we need to get moving.
That was one of my clues I defined, was I had to look at the dead body and go, we've got to catch the bastard who did this. Okay. Alright, well, we've got 2 suspects. Excuse me, Mr. Yanitor. Now that's just central. Let's go. Catches a bad guy.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that, the coroner's.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Jesus
Rusty, that's
Christ.
like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
There's something so wrong with this idiot. I don't like any of this. Alright.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
There you go.
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Yeah, let's see what you got to say. All right, so first of all, why were you burning shoes while we were still in your yard, you moron?
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
I believe he believes that.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Bullshit.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Like the kind we found? Maybe? Yeah? Yes. Alright, you have...
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool.
That is true.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Dude, we found one.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Except the bloody tire iron we found? In your wife's trunk?
Your
So
wife
that was your
drove a
wife's
Chevrolet,
car?
Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler. We found your wife's car.
Yeah, we did.
Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Let's go talk to the other guy.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me.
Yeah, where's room 1?
Boys, you've really come through this time, haven't you?
Wait, hold up. Where's... Is it this one? No, where is room 1? Oh.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Okay.
You look like you've had it rough.
See me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Ugh, God, he's gross. Alright, tell me about where you
Down
work.
on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
Bullshit.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander.
Because you're a filthy, disgusting... Ugh.
Before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
A boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie hitching braid. Stays tight.
So both of them say they have green coveralls with HM on it. Both of them like braided rope.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Did you have
no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things, and you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight, and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6" tops, and you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
You think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Right?
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
He had the butterfly thing. He works at the same place. He likes this, or a place that has those coveralls. He has the rope. And the husband seemed genuinely disturbed, like my overalls are not in that car. They're at home. Or, my good's on the pervert.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
Oh, Rusty. Ugh.
Phelps, Galloway, congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Deirdre. I love that name. Deirdre. That's a cool old-style name. I like old names. My girlfriend and I argue about that a lot when we talk about, like, names for future children. You know, the possibility of whatnot. I love old-style names, and she's very much not the same way. 5 stars. Flashback.
We captured 2 regular armies. Lieutenant! Bell, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
Jesus.
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
We're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Yet this golden boy actually seems to know what he's doing. See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we're fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir,
These bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Huh. That's an interesting flashback. Phelps is such a goody two-shoes. War, policing, everything. I like him. I'm kind of the same way. I always believe in doing the right thing, whether it's popular or not, but a lot of people don't agree with me. A lot of my kids don't agree with me.
I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Finbar?
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
I do not like that guy at all. I do not like that guy. Okay. I did not. I need a drink of water, for my water is all out. There's just a little bit left, and so I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs real quick. I'm gonna turn the light on, hit the bathroom, like grab a snack real quick, kind of get everything done real quick. We've been going for about 2 hours now. Maybe this one will be a little bit longer. Kind of depends on how this next case goes. I'm having kind of a good time with this one. So with these murder cases, maybe we'll just do all of the murder cases here today. That'd be kind of a fun one. Oh no, there's 6 of them, so probably not. Yeah. So, but I've been enjoying the crap out of this, and I hope you have as well. But I'm going to take a break real quick, and I'll be right back. Ooh, wrong Hey. I'm just having a snack here. It's like my favorite snack, Nutty Bars. They're best. Oh. I hope everyone is having a great Pi Day so far. Enjoying yourselves and everything like that. I'm having kind of a great, it's vacation. It's spring break, which has been such a wonderful week. And I hope you're having a great week also. I know most of you probably don't have spring break because you're adults with real jobs and whatnot, but... I'm excited. I'm going to cook tonight. I don't cook a lot. I think part of it is I'm still not terribly great at it. I think the thing that really scares me about it is the whole, like, cleaning up part. I just hate cleaning up. Oh. Two types of cleaning I hate to do. Dishes and the bathroom. I'll clean anything else. I don't mind cleaning, vacuuming, sweeping, wiping stuff off, this, that, like, but cleaning the bathroom, I hate. Girlfriend's always getting on me for scrubbing the tub and whatnot. And then the friggin', I hate doing dishes. I hate it. I just hate it. I understand that. I get really nervous. Also, my girlfriend's the same way, like, because, like, you hear all those horror stories about, like, people who, like, get sick from meat and things like that. And so, I don't know. I think one of the best gifts I ever got from a friend of mine was a meat thermometer. And I've just kind of tried to lean my blind faith into that, where I stick that meat thermometer in, and if it's at the right temperature, like, I just have to, I try and take that leap of blind faith, like, it's correct, I'm done. But, with beef, I think it's a lot easier because the beef changes a good color. You know, it goes from pink to, like, brown. That's an easy to catch, like, change. But with chicken, I get freaked out because, like, I can't tell that change so much, and I haven't even tried to ever cook pork because, my snack's like falling apart here. So mostly I cook beef. I am making skirt steak ramen stir fry tonight. We're gonna see how that goes. I don't think there's anything boring about that. You know, chicken's like way better for you, all that kind of stuff, and it's also like one of those things, especially, you know, with having kids. I would assume it's like the thing, like, kids just hear chicken and they just go, yes, chicken, because they know that's like the thing they know they like. And so I think chicken makes way more sense if you have a family. And so nothing wrong with chicken. Nothing wrong. I'm just not as good at cooking chicken also. I get a little more scared with chicken, so. All right, we are 2 murders in. I think I got another murder to solve in me. They do love burgers and tacos. Okay, rock on. You know what I've noticed? I have gotten, like, I was a picky kid, I think. It was mostly for me, it was vegetables. Like, I don't like this vegetable, I don't like that vegetable, gross, it's green, get it out of here. But, like, so many of my high school kids are so picky about the way they eat. It's, like, ridiculous to me. And so I'm glad, like, your kids eat burgers and tacos and things, and but I'm glad that they're getting it together a little bit. got chocolate on my. I don't know, but good. I'm glad they get some beef in them, and I can't. Yeah, I think about that sometimes. That like of all the things that scare me about having kids, it's diapers and it's feeding them. It scares the crap out of me, and so I don't know. Middle school. He is a brave man. He is a very brave man. Middle school, I just will not. Something about that scares the crap out of me. I like the high school kids because they're supposed to know better. Middle school, oof, he is a very brave. Kudos to him. Very much so. Get in the car, you idiot. Well, David, you youngins should be eating greens.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
Through this intersection. You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all.
Brave or naive? I think there's a fine line between bravery and naivety. Sometimes we're not really brave, we're just kind of ignorant of what possible outcomes are. So, I'll give him credit for bravery. I'm gonna say brave, but we'll find out.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
That's another dead lady. I'm glad that they're not getting flagged for anything. But...
Brothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent.
Yep.
We thought we'd best
Nudity.
wait for you.
Oh, no.
When you're ready.
Cut up or something. All right. Let's see. I always start with the face. Oh my god.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Oh, just cut her all up on one side.
Another wedding ring.
It's like flayed to the bone. Oh.
No skin under the fingernails.
Yeah, no gloves. They didn't wear gloves back then. Just, oh my god. So this is why I could not be a... I'm pretty smart, but I feel like I'd make a terrible cop because I'd get to something like this and I would just be like...
Only 21 years old.
Antonia.
But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
21? And yeah, why was that posed in the hand? See, man, like... I watch a lot of killer shows and stuff like that. Like, you know, Criminal Minds and stuff like that. Because this just kind of stuff scares the crap out of me, how someone could be so broken. Kiss the Blood. BD. Black Dahlia, I guess? And are those shoe prints on her again, or?
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered, naked.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message.
Rusty has an interesting point, though, too.
Anything for us to go on, Matt?
About this idea that, like, a copycat would do this just to get, like, heat off of them.
Trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
What is that?
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Yeah.
may as well follow the trail.
Okay.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the
So I'm
library
guessing that's her
card.
name. The female form of Antonio, right? Oh my god, this is just going all the way out here. This is disgusting. How much blood is in... Well, what, roughly there's like... 10 pints in a person? Is that right? No, not the crushed cup.
Proximity to the scene.
There's
plus
always
the blood
women's
stains.
shoes, too.
No way is this coincidence.
What is with this guy's, like, fascination? Look at that blood on the wall there. Ooh. Police officers pushed as far as the eye can see.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Thank you. I'm just gonna walk all over this blood right here. Squish, 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 squish. Ooh, shiny.
House keys
5.
strung up like bait on a hook.
Yeah, it is like they took the time to.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Also, how did this blood all get here if that woman's body's just lying there?
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
253. They're like dice. Okay, that was on a.
Where are you taking us?
I don't know, man. What's going up? Pigeons. Oh, God, I hate pigeons. Blood goes right in here to this. This is a Maldonado by hand.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
It's like this time,
Clearly
yeah.
wants us to find these things.
He wasn't
Left
just
them for
happy
us.
with us, like.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new MO. I told you it wasn't our guy.
It's true, this
Or
is
he
the
might
first
just
time
be
they've
getting
let
more
us.
confident.
That's true. Guilty looking. I know. It's those pigeons. And what did the pigeons lay? Eggs. Right? Right? Pigeons lay eggs. We found those eggs in that guy's place, and they were guilty looking eggs.
Enameled and gold plated. This was precious to her.
Oh, that is really, yeah. Damning eggs! I'm gonna start screaming that at people just to see what they say. Damning eggs! Oh my god.
The trail points up.
I know. The evidence is stacking up against these damn pigeons. Eggs, pigeon coop, the blood everywhere. They could easily spread the blood if they were flying around. They could do it really fast. Pigeons, man.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here.
Oh.
What's the significance?
The idea of ripping a finger from someone so much their skin rips off is like so disgusting to me. All right, up we go.
Looks as though the killer was decorating
So
with
he
this.
had a bucket of blood he was using to paint a trail. How the hell did he do this without anyone seeing him? Pigeons. Pigeons.
Son of a bitch wants her identified.
Yep. Antonia Maldonado.
This is Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
That's everything. Yeah, that is like disgustingly sick. The idea of using a bucket of blood to paint a trail for someone? Ugh. This guy needs to get stopped. Because, like, if that is the right reaction, if I came across that, I would immediately barf right into the bucket. That is so disgusting to me.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for.
Ooh.
Get him?
That's a good
close the
point.
case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway.
Of always accusing the
Doesn't
husband.
the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
You need to turn left at the next junction.
Okay. Here's the morgue. At least they don't have far to take her poor body. Okay, where am I going here? Right or through this way. Bump bump. Ta-da! Magically appear there. Oh, this is a boarding house. Rooms for 35 cents? 40s were a different time, man. Alright.
Wait just a moment.
Makes sense why I had a 5 on it now.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, you
Detective
can.
Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone.
Those are the two options.
And
Alive
his room is
or not
upstairs.
alive.
Last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
What is with Rusty? He's being weird. Apartment's upstairs.
Did you look at that?
What the hell?
Someone's...
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
The iron picket out there is probably what did it.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Oh, great.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
That's weird. Go back in. Antonia, further to my previous correspondence, I am writing to inform you that your petition to the Superior Court has been accepted. Told that your husband, Angel Christopher Maldonado, residing at 304 330.
Okay, we have an address.
Has been served with official papers. Though it is not essential and many of your women choose not to do so, I'd advise you also to appear. A woman plaintiff's presence in cases like this can do much to influence proceedings. So does not live with the husband. She has a bracelet.
Charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Oh. Let's go back and talk to that lady.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
You better be.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
All right.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
You're such a piece of shit, Rusty.
No, ma'am.
Like how she's old enough to call him young man. I
What
believe
can you
that.
tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Don't hold that against her. All right. Yeah.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Oh, I don't believe that lady.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar.
Oh.
She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
Well, she's getting divorced. That's stressful.
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, the thing I love about this game is sometimes I'm like, I don't believe you, and he's like, give me the answers, you piece of crap, and I'm like, oh, like.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
You old hag.
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk.
Oh,
It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
and some dead girl is not gonna ruin my business.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
Go through that word.
But Antonia
husband.
still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
But we saw a picture that very
What
prominently.
about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Maybe it's the evidence called charm bracelet photograph. Dude, he drew that. That is incredible.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we can check out the El Dorado one.
Let's check the bar first. I think it's more important to grab, to go to the place.
A nosy old hag? And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No.
Well, that's interesting.
Rod drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to
Isn't
go
that
looking for the
convenient
monster under the bed.
that we found a perfect suspect for every one?
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
Jesus
But
Christ,
Angel,
Rusty.
he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts
It's
him
true,
and he
there's a
snaps.
weird
Works
machismo
for
in
me.
that culture.
Makes Angel a killer as well.
Not weird, but just like a big sense of it.
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Oh, there it is right here. Hmm.
What can I get you?
LAPD, Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night?
God, he looks
21
familiar,
years
too.
Old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a
Some of the
regular?
best acting we've seen this game so
Hell no.
far.
She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Angel Maldonado by hand.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting tables?
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Hmm. Grounds of cruelty. Hmm. He looks so friggin' familiar. I don't know.
Can you remember what jewelry
Maybe
she was
you
wearing?
magically know where
She had
he's
a
from too,
necklace.
but oof.
Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face.
Oh, Jesus.
If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Yeah, I believe that.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Okay.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
The
Fine,
Mexes.
thanks.
This is the back. Why did I... I just saw a door and I was like, all right.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
All right, now let's go find Maldonado.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
It's pretty close to here. Let's just through traffic it. Okay. That's a nice place. Mueller. .304.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
I don't like how slow he walks. I'm a very fast walker. And so, what is it, 201? Okay, so one more. Like, I'm a very quick walker. Like, a lot of the kids make fun of me because I walk very
Well,
fast.
This could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Come quietly, Mr. Maldonado. Now look. What are you...
Oh.
I got nothing to...
Oh, good slug right to the back of the head, Rusty.
Damn. They got some
He
decent
crumpled.
shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
I kept my hat. Rusty didn't.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no.
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I'd kill my own wife?
The acting got good in this episode. Case.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Okay.
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Aw, sorry, Finbar. Finbar's a little sensitive, guys. Just one plate sitting there. No, okay, I'm looking for something.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Oh, that's a lot of booze. Oh.
This will take some explaining.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi, he's toast.
Optimistic, Cole.
I'm just gonna have another look around to see if there's no newspapers or anything. It says that's all the evidence. Oh, what's this door back here? Where does this go to? Oh, it's just like a back deck. Okay.
No good. Nobody here.
Hey, sorry about that.
What
I'm
the
playing with
hell?
the kid. LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
What the hell is wrong with that guy?
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Oh.
Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he
Of course
ran
you
out?
did.
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag, too, Phelps. Well executed restraint.
Shut up, Finbar.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Pick up your hat, Rusty.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Oh, what?
Thank you.
Let's go. The hell's our car? We were requested urgently. And we're like right here, might as well just like.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn.
I'm following Hatless. Everyone else has a hat, Rusty.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
His information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
Okay.
A new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
A lot of people don't know gasoline does that.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Have changed my mind. You would not give me a square deal. Fuck you, BD. Tex. Those are the ones that were all over the bodies. Are these like two people talking back and forth over something like this?
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Ill deeds, then be thou damned, beholding good, both infinite as is the universe, and thou and thyself torturing solitude, an awful image of calm power. Though now thou sittest, let the hour come when thou must appear to be thou that which thou art internally, and after many a false and fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging through the boundless space of
That's
time.
why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
Yeah, Rusty.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Okay. Oh, he walks so slow, it's killing me. Rusty, calm down.
That broad has socks in it.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Yeah, we know. So tell us
your
about
wife
that
paid
exactly.
You a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
Bull crap.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Of course he would.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
How'd you
and your
feel?
wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
Is
we
it?
fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Oh, buddy.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
You don't get to pick that.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down.
Oh.
She ran out. That's the truth.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Oh, dude, all over your chest and... Yes, arrest everyone. Just arrest everybody. Just taking the whole LA, everyone.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Just give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
Arrest everybody.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Yeah. Jerk.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Film room.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. You seen the body? Fucking case just nozzled right to the guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? We'll get to the market and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. This case will be shut like all the others.
We'll see. I'm a little confused about this one.
KTI is a member of the American Century Broadcasting Network. You hear him in musical films.
Whoa. There we go. It didn't. I thought it was gonna stop me automatically when I got there. Oh, he's phased through that.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
I'm getting the wrong idea?
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you not the odd bottle. We found a crate of it in Angel's
Young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe.
Yeah,
I
we heard
think.
about that one.
She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I
Nope.
have rights.
Clem?
Shh. Okay, I'm liking Rusty now. I like these big gold door handles. That's what I'm gonna look at. That's a lot of hooch.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah, this is what I was going for. But look at this.
I got someone who was already dead.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
Not like I've seen it since I've gotten back here.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Oh shoot. Okay, 253. Yep. Damn it. It's her charms. Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord. Holy crap, he gave this to her? For the husband is the head of the wife as Christ is the head of the church. So be subservient.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Get him.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Wish me luck. Oh my god.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Whoa, I'm so scared of hitting somebody.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Trying.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Got you. Get out of the car.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Oh, that's it?
Outstanding job on
Oh,
this.
he's drinking all the hooch.
The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Yes, sir. Oh my god. What an asshole. Oof. Gas chamber. They're still doing that back then. 5 stars!
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up. Yeah, they do at that. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail? Skip with the Shadow leading the show. Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
The white shoe slaying. Let's do one more. I'm feeling it. Let's do it. Oh. That guy's just creepily standing there. Oh, come on. Who doesn't see that?
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt proud to call him.
Let's go.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
The hell this guy's doing? That's disgusting.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
I like this rain. This is cool compared to like the weather of every other. It's never changed before.
First,
hey, where are we going? Where am I? I'm right here. Okay. So go to Figueroa, turn right, and then a left at the first big intersection. Let's do it on
and
Flower.
now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows make it the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base. That guy there will lead us up.
Oh, that guy.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. We're used to seeing them. With a gig
God.
worth of homicide.
Come on, Rusty.
Detectives? Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
Yeah.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma.
She's
Knocked
clothed.
over the head,
That's
then strangled and
different.
mutilate. No message with this one.
Yeah.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Get out of the way, Rusty. I'm the important detective. Alright, head always first.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label.
Oh.
Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
I don't see the usual jewelry, like, tears. Maybe she wasn't wearing any. Oh, so there's no, like, torso one, huh? Okay. Alright, look around for the other little things. Okay, here's...
Maybe. No.
Shoe prints.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Hmm.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Yep. Cool. This lady.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Hobo leader.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I can use the game well.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks.
She's just sitting in the car like a kid ready to go. Let's do this first.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on it. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Why are he and the captain so quick to make sure there's no pattern?
Up ahead, you turn left.
Damn it. Screw you. There it is.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Thanks.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
F1363.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
All right. Well, let's go there. See if there's someone missing, Mrs. Geraldson.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Terrellson?
I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
Ugh. Every time.
Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home
Oh
now.
my God.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules him out as a suspect.
We need to check if she was a regular.
Yeah, we could. An overturned picture.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Seems irrelevant.
Oh, just some candy. What's this?
Junk.
Yeah. He's a boatman.
If you'd excuse me, ladies. So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Yeah.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Yeah, she didn't have it on her. Maybe that's why she didn't get that.
You could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. Lars was out in the rain last night.
Hmm.
Looks like a match
Ooh.
with the ligature marks.
Yeah, that's a braided rope. That's all I've got. Okay.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
What do you mean, let her go?
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it.
Oh.
We always have to do what she wants to do.
Well, not anymore.
Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Another woman that
Mr.
drinks way too
Tarleton,
much.
Was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw her?
When was the last time
the
you
party?
saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
That's not
You're
true.
lying, Lars. You
That's
didn't
not
come
true at
straight
all.
home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain.
Yep.
You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life.
Heyo.
We could break the husband's story right now. Call in, get some uniforms dispatched to check out his alibi.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help. Appreciate your time, sir.
After I've accused him for killing his wife, I just walk out like, appreciate it.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Film and reducing tooth decay with Dental Clean toothpaste. Dental Clean removes film and floats it away. No toothpaste or powder fights tooth decay like Dental Clean. No matter how many toothpastes you've tried, change to Dental Clean. If you're using the same toothpaste you used 2 years ago, you're missing the new brightness and the natural brilliance of your smile when it's Dental Clean. Dental Clean toothpaste or powder. Don't delay.
It's left at the next intersection.
Thank you, Rusty.
This is KGI, a member of the American Century Broadcasting System. Ladies, how often does this happen in your kitchen?
Gosh, Mom, pancakes. That smells awful.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Tarleton?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. You know, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
When you make last contact with her?
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
You got no reason to lie to me.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Okay.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. Can't let the son of a bitch get away. Go, Phelps, get after it. Come on, got a rod. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
I'm trying.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. He's showing you how it's done.
Oh my god, come on. And right into the tree, of course.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
He went up this way. I did not know that.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I'm trying.
I don't think the killer
These
would be
cars
kicking back in
suck.
the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
So glad this guy's pickup truck handles, I mean, just perfectly.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Let's end this farce.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Give it up, LAPD! Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
And then I'm gonna
I have
beat
a
you to
choice in
death
this.
with your own shoe.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar.
Asshole.
Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Hell
Do you
no.
want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you
They
left
call
the
sailors
bar?
salties back then?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
And you pissed me off.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you best not hit my car.
Century Broadcasting.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station, now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
You see our taxi anywhere? You need to turn left at the next junction. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Take the next left.
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Where's that cab got you now? $3591, that's him there, Phelps. Hit the siren.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about it.
Aw,
She was with this sailor. And he was all
I'm
over.
telling you.
She wasn't having any
With a
of it.
sailor.
She just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his
You
eye.
know that look that
Where
them
did you drop them off?
guys get when they're around them broads.
Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Ah, forget about it. Let's go talk to the sailor who's brought himself in.
Night audience, the Chessy Theater presents Mark Hellinger's newest hit, Swell Guy. This is the last word in traveling luxury. Another step in the campaign to modernize American railroads.
Stay on this road.
That picture you wanted to see, nor your favorite star. Now you can them underway on board the Theater on Rails.
KTI is a member
Don't turn here.
Okay.
Okay, so go left at the next one.
Ballrooms across America. Louis Armstrong.
Keep on going through here. Take the next right. You don't need to turn here. Just ignore this turn. I need you to take a left at the next corner. You're going straight here. You're making a right at the next intersection.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You
How
went
about
to
your contact?
Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
Okay.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
And what about Bates?
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Oh,
he's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal
yeah,
Ballroom.
like, dude, stop feeding me a bunch of crap.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her.
Not even a little
She pulled her
hand
guts out to some
relief.
bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard. 3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Carrollson picked up.
11K, roger. Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit handle code 3 identified.
Vroom. 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 Bus Depot. Kind of like Home Depot. That's a stupid joke.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute.
Thank you, ma'am. Why did they always make women wear those head things in
Frank
jobs
Zaffarelli.
back then?
He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
Thank you, ma'am. Ugh.
I'll need to run the loop.
Great.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
If Rusty will get his fat ass in the car.
All-American 7-4, let's go get him. This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm with Rusty on this one. This is boring as all crap.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him, all right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife, Phelps.
Oh, Rusty.
That's pretty funny.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road. That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD. We're
Some
investigating
kind of
a
problem,
murder.
buddy?
You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown,
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
on California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, I guess we...
Shots fired closer now. 6th Street and Lonely Place. 6th Street and Lonely Place. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Keep on straight.
You got it.
Through this intersection. You don't need to turn here. Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Whew. Even the hobos dress nice.
LAPD!
Oh, they just closed the gate.
We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
Need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. We need to hold out to the cavalry round.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot to keep you down, Phelps.
If you want your rightful share,
Disciples know what
we
you
need
did
to
last
fight.
night?
Yeah, a little 1-2,
What's your
1-2.
name? Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Goons fighting dope war.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney. We need your help. Jack. I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply.
Oh man,
abortion
it is
clinics
sad how out of
and
shape I
doctors.
am from bowling
But they've been
yesterday.
moving it on to addicts. And they can't cope with the purity.
So your
Bah,
problem
bah,
is
bah.
with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying. And that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
Yeah, Courtney.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
How can you fight with that?
We are better trained.
We are better trained, Jack. We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon. Courtney. These newspapers tell such an interesting story, but it's so hard to like put it in context of the one you're going through. Let's see.
Don't think this is any use to us.
But he was in the army. I mean, we knew he was in the war. Crystal
Ackerman
ball.
doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Yeah. We know what that's going towards. And it has TT on it, Teresa Tarleton. And some bloody rope. It's nice.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Tarleton's chin.
I'm thinking so. That's all of it. Rusty's taking his sweet time.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good.
Yeah.
Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder. Straight ahead.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Woohoo! Let's go flying by. Whee! Alright, let's bust this chump. We're coming right on 4 hours. Look at that.
We're going
A
this
long
way.
one today. Room 1's over here.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Jesus Christ, Rusty. Alright, let's talk about why you'd kill
Why
her.
did you kill Mrs. Tarleton?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
more than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate
Wow.
Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
Jesus Christ.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are
Rough
clearly
the
insane.
shit out of you,
Akram.
yeah.
The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Oh my God.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
We did find her purse in your little shack with her tickets and...
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
Let's hear from our Irish captain.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach.
Jesus Christ, I hate this guy.
Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line.
It's gonna march all the hobos out of LA?
The grand results you have brought.
Oh my God, what a piece of garbage.
Becoming my finest crusaders.
Come on, 5 stars. I know I did quite a bit of city damage. Hey! An early visit to the hobo camp might have offered a lead, but good luck finding a coherent witness. I think I did it pretty well. Is there a flashback? No, just a weird... Oh. I'm just going back to the jazz club. Oh, and I'm nice to Alphonse. He's probably so excited because I'm nice to him, unlike Roy, who's a dickhole. Oh, I'm getting sweet on Elsa, I think. Which is weird because I always talk about how much I love my wife and she's the mother of my kids and all that kind of stuff. But Cole is like, ooh, I like Elsa. I just whacked my microphone.
Walk away, don't do me wrong, don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
The studio secretary murder. Hold on. Let me get to a place where I can... Actually, you know what? Yeah. So... Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for sticking around for an extra hour than usual. For those of you who stayed to watch and everything. Hey, one other person. I appreciate you. But we had some good chat going and everything this one. And I hope you are having a wonderful and amazing and fantastic Pi Day. I hope you're having a great week. Thanks for stopping by. I hope I get to see more of you next time. And have just a wonderful day, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.